We're at halftime here at Dixie State College on the campus in St. George, Utah, where Chaminade has a 2-point lead, 27-25. In fact, they led by 13, 24-11, and then went on a 13-3 run as we look at the highlights. Rolling.
We're watching Chaminade. They were on top of this game early, and it happened because of big plays by Joel Smith, and he was getting it done the inside, and Mohamed Tangera. Those guys were banging, being an inside presence. That's exactly what Chaminade needed. We saw what Chaminade was trying to get done. Let's see if they can continue that momentum to start this first half off.
First conference game for both of these squads. There were a couple conference games in the Pac-West played last night. Grand Canyon beat Notre Dame. Dana Moore, Hawaii Hilo beat Hawaii Pacific. So, and they'll play again tonight. Nice move by Ross to the basket, trying for his first points of the night. Chaminade with a 2-point advantage. Along with Roland Williams, I'm Charlie Neal. Glad you could join us here for this NCAA Division II college basketball game of the week.
Well, you see Chaminade going right back to what got him the lead early in the game, getting it inside, pounding with Tangera.
Tangera with the follow-up on the offensive board and putback, and it's 29-25. First basket in the second half goes in favor of the visitors.
You know, when you watch Tangera, once he gets the basketball in his hand, he has a lot of presence. You can tell he knows what he's doing once he gets it, and that's something that you can't teach. You know, it's something that he has those intangibles.
Nice move inside for Nick Howard. Nick Howard with his 8th point of the day. Here's a turnover, a chance to tie it. Nick Howard for 2, and it's all tied at 29. First time since the opening tip that has been tied.
And that's only happened because Dixie State is playing aggressive on defense and making it difficult. But on offense, they're continuing to be aggressive to the basket, and that's paying off big dividends.
And Tangera picks up his 3rd personal foul.
Oh, man.
So he's going to come out of the lineup, and Jamar Berry will come in for Chaminade.
Things are getting better for Dixie State by the minute. That really hurts with Tangera on the side for Chaminade.
Tangera has fouled out of 2 ball games this year. Nick Howard down low. And the first basket by Ross is a 3-pointer. And their first lead of the ball game. 32-29.
You know, Ross is a speed guy, very athletic, very quick. You know, he's been hanging in there waiting for his opportunity to make a basket, and he took it. By committee, this team is able to score some points.
Sanchez feeds off to Whitehead, who had been hot at the end of the first half. That's his first miss of a 3-point shot. He was 3 for 3 from downtown before that miss.
Chaminade really needs to settle down offensively right now.
And the foul is going to be whistled. This time, it's going to go against Nick Howard.
You know, this is a good time to try to get Joel Smith the basketball. You know, he was hot in the first half. You got to settle down, let the offense work the way it's supposed to, and get the ball into your playmakers' hands.
Joel Smith in and out.
That was the right idea.
He's the leading scorer for Chaminade right now with 10 points. 2 players with 10 for Dixie State. That is Tom Whitehead and Nick Howard. Sanchez has been held kind of in check. He only has 3 points, and we get a foul inside on the floor. And this is going to go against number 35 down there. That's Ricky Claiborne. Let's revisit the keys of the game.
Well, we talked about keys. We talked about the Chaminade pound the Tangera, and they've been doing that, getting inside, banging Joel Smith. But on the other side, Dixie State has to score by committee, and what you see is just that. Everybody's getting involved, scoring some points. The shot by Adam Ross right then just added one more guy into the scoring table, and this is what's going to help Dixie State have success if everyone can be involved offensively.
From the corner, Whitehead, again, a miss. Off of the hands of Nick Howard. It'll be Chaminade getting the basketball. Down by 3. After leading by 13 in the first half, They led it by 2 at the half, but in the start of the second half, it's been a 7-2 run for Dixie State, and they have the lead.
And you watch Dixie State on defense, you watch them on offense, they're playing with a different level of energy. They're playing hard. You can tell they're moving their feet, they're shuffling, they're getting to the right places without the ball. You know, these are the things that they're able to do. And with Tangera on the side, doesn't really help much for Chaminade.
Kevin Lindquist has checked into the lineup for Dixie State. He's in for Nick Howard right now. Gottlieb with the ball in his hands. Baseline jumper, no good. Joel Smith, the follow of the missed shot. Sanchez for 3. Back of the iron, no good. Ball kept alive by Whitehead. And Dixie State gets a fresh shot clock.
They're getting back to this motion offense again. What it does, it works Chaminade defensively, force them to move their feet, build up that lactic acid, move the ball around, get it to the right players, and look for the open shot.
Ross, no good. Lindquist battling for the ball down low with Zach Johnson. And again, a lot of time on the shot clock. That's an air ball. Berry bringing it down the floor for 2. And Chaminade regains the lead, 33-32.
You know, you're seeing some resiliency right now out of Chaminade. They're hanging in there, continuing to battle. This is what Coach Mahar talked about, wanting to see Chaminade show that kind of character. The guys continue to play as a team, overcome adversity, and still make the plays they need to.
What a quick move that time. By Nick Howard, I'll tell you. Or was that Andy Palmer? Andy Palmer with that basket. On a great feed from Ross. Down the lane, Joel Smith, he's tough inside.
Joel Smith has been that consistent guy. When Tangera's not in the game, Joel Smith taking it upon himself, showing that leadership. Nice move on the blocks.
And here's Palmer from downtown. And Palmer hits a 3, and it's a 2-point lead for Dixie State. They've led by as many as 3. Down the baseline, and it's good by Whitehead. 4-point lead, the biggest lead of the afternoon for Dixie State.
You see the whole team being involved offensively. You know, right there, you saw Palmer, a guy that's the garbage man, usually an inside guy hitting the jump shot. Then you see Howard come back, you know, a guy supposed to be an inside, you know, doing that kind of thing.
Utah on the campus of Dixie State College, where they have a 4-point lead after being down by 2 at the half, by as many as 13 in the first half. And there's a baseline move inside. Hartman goes to the line. This first time we've seen him really do anything today. 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists when these two teams played a year ago. Hartman had against Chaminade.
Well, you can tell that both these teams are playing their first conference game. You know, conference play means so much. You know, you can start off the season, you know, Chaminade 0-4, you know, but when it happens, when you get in the conference play, really defines your season. And right now you're seeing 2 teams competing to get that first victory.
When we talked to Coach Maher, he talked about his concerns was the experience of Dixie State. Of course, as a team, they played more games together. Every year, he lost 8 players from last year's squad. He has 5 to 7 new faces every year. And getting that chemistry together sometimes can be a challenge for a coach.
They certainly can, and for Chaminade, one of the things that's been, you know, holding them back has been the turnovers, and that's something that just comes with concentration, making sure you focus, make the right plays. But Coach Mahar is focused on it. And you heard him talk about at halftime. It's something he wants his team to improve on. And I think they will as the season progresses and guys get used to playing together.
Yeah, man, every year he reloads. Some teams rebuild. He has to reload every year. I mean, he has to go get a whole new cachet of ammo as Darrell Burton hits the basket. He lost 8 players last year, lost 5 this year, including Hansen, who we talked about in the first half, who broke his ankle. Chris Smith, as a young kid, 6'10" from Australia, who hasn't been cleared yet. And Rod Johnson, who decided to go pro, and he's overseas playing.
Yeah, and when you're playing in Hawaii, that's a pretty good recruiting tool.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I think guys want to go there and play, so I don't see them run out of talent anytime soon.
He didn't give a lot of visits, though. So everybody wants to come visit, even though they signed to go to Duke. But they still want to come visit Chaminade.
Hey, I would have wanted to go visit if I was coming out of high school. Come on, who wouldn't want to go take an official visit over to Hawaii?
41-38. Here comes Dixie State. Inside, Dixie. Connection, make that right. Sanchez, Robert. I was talking about Hansen a while ago. That was Sanchez inside. Joe Smith for 2.
What you're seeing right now out of Dixie State is I'm looking at them offensively. They're just gaining confidence. They're being more aggressive to the rim. You know, you see their tempo, their atmosphere, the crispness of their passes. Offensively, they're gaining a lot of confidence. But on the other side, for Chaminade, Joe Smith has a lot of confidence in this basketball game.
There is a big rebound by Zach Johnson, the 6'9" grad student from Sacramento, California. One of 3 grad students on this Chaminade team, along with Joel Smith.
You see him working that ball around.
Yes. Blocked by Sanchez on Gottlieb. Timeout on the floor. 11-14. Boy, that got the crowd aroused, didn't it?
Sanchez not known for his defense, but that time he said no.